The thumbnail and the title of this video is actually not clickbait. If you're someone with tinnitus and you're really struggling, and by really struggling I mean you're crying every day, you can't sleep, you're on a high dose of sleeping pills, you're worried about your future, you're depressed, you feel victimized by tinnitus, and you're worried about your future, as I said, then this video is definitely not for you. There's a very sad portion to this video, but there's also a very uplifting and motivational portion to this video. So if you fit the description before and you feel like you can't really handle anything sad right now or bad news, and the tinnitus talk makes you depressed, then do not watch this video. This is not clickbait. I'm not trying to tease you or tempt you or be sarcastic. Go and watch another one of my videos, okay? I'm going to wait another 15 seconds and I'll say it again. If you're really not in a good place and you're worried about a spike or you're worried about the future of your tinnitus or anything like that, do not watch this video. Watch another one of my videos. Just avoid this video forever, or avoid it until you get much better and you can learn something from it, because I will be getting into some science in this video again, but do not watch this video if you're in a bad way, okay? So I'm going to read out the email I got now from someone yesterday. If you don't feel like you're emotionally ready, don't watch it, okay? So obviously I won't say this person's name, and I've got their permission to read this, but I won't reveal any thing that could be used to identify them. So, hold on, Jesus Christ. I'm going blind. Looking at the computer, I literally look at a computer in 12 hours a day, so, go me. Okay, here we go. My brother had intense T from Lyme disease and taking SSRIs. That's selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. So those are pretty bad. He never found your videos and he committed suicide 2 years ago. If you still want to hear the rest of it, you can hear the rest of it. He was 30 and it was mainly because of the T. I don't have Lyme, but I realized that I had T about 6 months ago after going skydiving just one time. I had noticed a little tiny head frequency before. It was about a 0.25 out of 10. Not enough to annoy me. After going skydiving, so fun by the way, it was at a solid 4, and I proceeded to panic. I thought, first my brother and now me. I'm not going to survive this. I've got a typical story of ENTs making me even more anxious and regretful. I felt hopeless. I already lost my best friend to T, and now I have it. That's pretty fucking dire. I found your videos and started to have hope again. I'm so afraid of being sold snake oil cures, and I'm worried that I'm just latching onto your technique because it makes more sense than fucking eardrops. Well, yes it does. But I will beat this shit for myself and my brother. The past month my T went to a 5 or so and it scared the shit out of me. I have always been 90% plants and gluttonous bullshit and maybe 10% meat. Flip those ratios and you'll be amazed at the results. I thought I ate very well in comparison to a normal dude, but I've taken my fair share of NSAIDs, which is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, which is fucking poison for the skin and the gallbladder and the digestive tract. It inhibits your ability to process protein, which is not good. He took those for, what's he? I guess it doesn't really matter if I tell you that. For headaches, and would take NyQuil most every time I got sick, so probably more than half a dozen times. I'm sure that really contributed to the problem. I don't think skydiving was loud enough to hurt me that much. I practiced the Wim Hof technique for about 6 months when I was going through alcohol withdrawals. It's been a rough 2 years, haha. Good fucking attitude, laugh it off. That's good. And it helped a ton. I've been alcohol free for a year now, and that rules. Fucking good on you, man. But now I've got a new beast to conquer, tinnitus. It's good to know that the cold showers will help T too. It's fucking exhilarating. As a Wim Hof does cold temperature therapy too. I've been weaning myself into a carnivore diet. Small farm, antibiotic free, grass-fed beef and pork. You couldn't ask for anything better than that, as long as the fat isn't cut off of it. With the occasional sweet potato to help me get used to it. Sure, go for it. I've been off sugar for a month or two. That's excellent. And I cut out gluten as well. Fucking spot on. I'm on day 3 of mainly meat and I feel incredible for some reason. My friends tell me I'm going to get bowel cancer and make jokes about it, so that is worrisome. Is it sustainable just to eat meat? Okay, let's take a break from the email for now. There is no research in the entire world that even remotely proves to even 5% or no absolute risk that there is any connection between the consumption of processed or naturally farmed, meat and colon or colorectal cancer. There is no proof. No deal. You lose, okay? There is no proof. Instead, the evidence coming out now is suggesting there is a correlation between oxalates, plants, and fucking glandular cancer, breast cancer. Who would have fucking thought? And now there's a great person online whose name is Sean Baker, and he's having a person online who is the godfather, and he coined a term called evidence-based medicine, I believe it's called, EBM, where he goes around and literally looks at, he takes analyses, okay, and data sets, and looks at them and says, is this real? Was this study done properly? Can we actually can we do the same test and get the same results? And all the epidemiology and the tests that suggest that meat is bad for you, meat causes heart cancer, meat causes all these problems, meat causes diabetes, meat causes colorectal cancer, is fucking bullshit. It's not true. There's no proof. There's nothing. There's just a slight association, which is dog shit. Dog shit, okay? Second of all, don't listen to your fucking friends. They're idiots. Where were we? My friends told me I'm going to get bowel cancer. They're idiots, and that is worrisome. Is this sustainable just to eat meat? Yes, it is sustainable. I still would recommend having plants. Cut out fruit and nuts. There's no need to have fruit and plant cum anymore. Nuts and plant cum, just so you know. Because of the sodium salicylates and a high level of oxalates in them, you don't want fucking breast cancer or prostate cancer, do you? So cut that shit out. There's no causal evidence for that, by the way. It's just associative, I will say that, but it makes sense, right? Plants still, we pick a plant, it's still got a long time to try and kill you from the inside out. You cut a deer's head off, it's fucking dead. Eat it, okay? As I was saying, is this sustainable just to eat meat? Yes, but I would have vegetables once every couple of weeks because they can clean your liver and your kidneys. Will I be able to treat myself to some B-bomb bop, which he showed me previously, which is it's like a meat and vegetable dish every now and again. Yeah, every couple of weeks, not every day though. I did 2-day carnivore and my T went down to a 1. Fucking ace, man. I celebrated with a big ass plate of B-bomb bop, my favorite food, and the next day my T was a 5.5. Vegetables, man, they'll fuck you right up. So I went back off the veggies and now my T is at a 1. I'm going to put this below the video, by the way. I'm wondering if this means that it's working or it's just coincidence. That's not a coincidence, man. I was also wondering if I can drink herbal tea. No, oxalates, man, no tea. Tulsi is my favorite and I would hate to have to say goodbye. Well, say goodbye. I'm going to conquer my tinnitus no matter what it takes. My body is a laboratory and I have the discipline to do this. Give me the ice water, haha, I'll do anything. Sorry for the long story. I'm sure you get tons of anxious people harassing you all day. The text/emails you send are so reassuring. Thanks, dude. P.S. What are your thoughts on cannabis? I don't take it. CBD oil, yes, but cannabinoids, flush that shit down the fucking toilet. I don't combust it anymore. I guess that means smoke. I just vaporize a dry herb. Nah, cut it out. Cut it out, man. I know combusting and inhaling smoke can make tea worse. Well, then, you answered your question there. If you actually read this shit, you're a fucking angel, and I hope I can help people one day like you do. Okay, the main theme that runs through this for me is just bravery. How much of a fucking strong face did this guy put on when he sent me this email? His brother died from the same thing, okay? And this is one of the nicest emails I've ever gotten. Now, if you're watching this and you sent me a nice email, I appreciate that. But a lot of the emails are like, hey, I'm really struggling, help. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do? Go on my YouTube, watch it, apply it. If you have a specific question, send me an email. But what the fuck am I supposed to do with help, I'm struggling? I do Instagram stories sometimes and I say, ask me a question, and people get the chance to send me. Normally I stick with the Silencers Facebook group, which people pay to get into, so I can help them specifically. So people who are really committed to doing it, I go, okay, let's do everything. And I get there. That's where all my results come from. But the people in this, okay, who, I read the emails every 4 days or so and try to get to the ones I can. A lot of them I just go skip, because they just go, help me, sort of thing. And it's like, well, you got to apply it and then get the feedback, and then we can work with that. I'm willing to help you, but you got to help yourself. Look at this guy. His brother died, okay, his symptoms were getting worse, and what did he do? He just tried it. He gave it a fucking go. He gave it a red hot fucking go, and he did it. And he has such a positive attitude, and his brother killed himself. That is horrendous. So, dude, I've already responded to him a few times and gave him an awesome answer because he deserves it. And I'm sure he's going to get rid of his tinnitus in no time flat, probably a couple of months max. But this is just it's bravery. It's just going, like, namaste, whatever it is, whatever the term is, and then just doing what you have to do. People say to me now, Liam, like, why are you so rude online and why are you so mean to people? And I look at the results I got for people when I was nice in the beginning and when I'm harsh now, and it is night and day. I look at it like this. Some people they get tinnitus and they go, oh my God, I don't want to do, what am I going to do? The doctor says this for life and there's people online that says this, and I just come along and just go fucking smack. Just fucking backhand, forehand, backhand across the face, okay? Until you're red in the face. And you go, oh, and you just go, snap back into reality. And then you can focus on one thing. If I was showing this advice and going, oh, maybe you can do it if you want to, like, I guess you could do this or you could do that, you'd be like, well, should I do it? What should I do? But no, I'm like, do this, do this, do this. You're like, oh, fucking Jesus Christ, it's a bit of an asshole, but I guess I'll do it. When in life has anyone done anything worthwhile and been a fucking Nancy-pantsy idiot about it? Sure, people might talk nice. For example, you can look at the Dalai Lama or you can look at Gandhi, but their actions were brutal, okay? Talk nice, brutal actions. I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to do both. Anyway, one more thing I want to mention. So I was talking to a guy who I've been talking to for a while, helping with his tinnitus, and he said, hey, I was going for a walk the other day and my tinnitus spiked just in walking in the sun, which is something that I tell people to do, walk in the sun, and his tinnitus spiked to like a 10 just from walking, and he was like, what the hell's going on? Why is this happening? And we kind of came to the conclusion that it might be an allergy, because he said he was in Florida recently and his tinnitus almost went to zero. Not almost went to zero, but like a 2 or 3, something like that, which it normally never does apparently. And so I said to him, well, there's solutions right there. Just go to Florida. Just move, okay? And people say, but I can't do it. Okay, just move. But I got to just move. But I got to just move. Just fucking do it. Figure it out. Life is too short. Oh, you got a family. You got this, okay? Back, when my dad was raising me, when men used to be fucking men, it was like, we're doing this. He moved the family down to London. Then he moved to another part of the world. Then he moved to Australia. And it's like, okay, we're going to do this because he's a man and we trust him. You can do it if you're a woman too. You just need to be a leader, just strong. It doesn't matter what your gender is. But there's something interesting about the places in the world that we live, and that is that, sure, allergies play a part, and there's agriculture now, unfortunately, where we live, and especially in Melbourne, there's all these big grassy fields and golf courses, which would have never existed. It's just silly. It would have been totally different environment with the cows roaming on it. If there were no cows on it, there'd be no grass. The grass would just die because they need the cow shit and they need water, and there'd be different trees and plants everywhere too. And there'd be pollinated and there'd be bees and there'd be flowers, but no, they just mow it down and they get it in the air. But what I was talking to him about and what I was thinking about was that, primates, the first primate is estimated to have come along 55 million years ago. And for you people who believe in the God and the 6,000 year thing, I'm sorry, you can believe in whatever you want to believe in, but I prefer science because that's what got me to silence, and it's what's going to get you to silence. 55 million years ago. It was in Africa, heat, hot, all day, okay? Sure, there were grassy plains, but there were millions and millions of buffalo keeping that together and putting on it, and as I said, and fixing it, and there was different climate and stuff like that. So we evolved. We separated into different species. We have common ancestors, and then so 55 million years ago we came in the heat in the sun all day long, and then of course we lost our fur, we lost our whatever you want to call it, like the fur, and then only 60,000 years ago we started going around the world to colder climates. That's nothing in the face of evolution. There are some fucking countries where we're just probably not supposed to be, okay? And when I say, it's not very scientific to say that, but I just pick out where people are and what their struggles are. And people who live in warmer climates get such better results, so much quicker too. I'll show you the main reason I live in Thailand as well. Is this. Let's see. Jesus Christ. I'll just take this off the stand because it's just sunny all the time. That's Doisutet. It's a parking lot. But you get the point, right? It's just sunny, no allergies. Even my allergies in Melbourne were fucking torture, grounding down there. Anyway, you get the point. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed the email. And you can get rid of tinnitus. Just give it your best shot. Take it slowly. Speak to your doctor first.